Welcome, colleagues, to another celebration of our Sunflower Award for April 2020. We want to thank you for doing all of this really important work of continuous learning for our students and our families in the Shawnee Mission East Lancer community. It's been a tough road, it's been an interesting road, and hopefully it's been a time to see yourself grow and see your educational toolbox grow a little bit more. We know that it takes a lot of work to do this continuous learning model. We know that we don't have all the resources all the time, but what we do have are our colleagues. And I know that there's been a lot of work done and a lot of celebration to be had for the amount of support our colleagues have given us throughout this time. So what a great opportunity to spend a little moment this morning sharing those successes and thank yous with our Sunflower Award for April 2020. So let's celebrate what our colleagues have said of each other in the work that we've done to help this continuous learning at Shawnee Mission East. We start with Miles Martin, Science Department DC, and Miles was nominated by fellow department member Erica Jablonski, and Erica Jablonski had this to say about Miles Martin. I would like to nominate Miles Martin. He has been a great DC during this pandemic, asking and answering all the questions we need and supporting our way of making this continuous learning work for us. He also has gone the extra mile to check in with us individually. Thank you, Miles. And thank you, Erica, for sending in this nomination. It's a testament to the leadership within your department and to the teamwork that makes the science department function so well. So thank you very much, Erica, and especially thanks, Miles, for your leadership. And now we go to another DC, Adam FINKELSTON. Adam FINKELSTON was nominated by Dr. Susan Leonard, and Dr. Leonard has this to say about Adam. Adam has embraced this challenging time in creative and meaningful ways. He was able to pivot from curriculum-driven planning and instruction to experience and interest-driven planning in no time. Students are experiencing art in the real world and all over the world. I always appreciate Adam's compassionate approach to working with students and his immense talents, but never more than now. His ability to be flexible and tenacious about keeping his students engaged and learning is awesome for the win. Thank you, Dr. Leonard, but more importantly, thank you, Adam, for all of the work and leadership you've provided in the Fine Arts Department. When we go over to social studies now, Andrea Franklin was nominated by fellow colleague Ron Stollard. And Ron had this to say about Andrea in support of the work and celebrating the work she's been doing. Ron says, Andrea goes out of her way to help new teachers navigate the rough waters that are Shawnee Mission East. She shares curriculum ideas on classroom management, how to deal with concerns specific to Shawnee Mission East, and genuinely listens to their concerns. I've been teaching for 25 years and have never seen anyone better at helping new teachers succeed. As a mentor, she's second to none. We need more of that. Thanks, Ron Stollard, for those words, and thank you, Andrea Franklin, for your leadership within the Social Studies Department, especially helping out our new to East and new teachers in general. Staying in the Social Studies Department, Stephen LAIRD, the DC for Social Studies, is nominated by fellow department member Brett Kramer. And Brett says this about Steve's leadership. A patient, calming influence who offers an optimistic understanding and approach to his leadership style in the face of all that is going on. Brett says thank you. And we all say thank you, Steve, for your leadership and your passion in the social studies. And now we go to the Algebra 1 Geometry PLC. It's a group shout out. And this group shout out comes from one of the four in the Algebra 1 Geometry PLC. Elena Shelton wants to shout out 3/4 of the Algebra Geometry team of teachers, Liz Landry, Adam Cumley, and Rachel Schaller. And really, I would say we also need to shout out Elena. But she writes of this team, I'm thankful for this team of teachers and being able to Zoom meet with them to organize and plan online learning. I have learned a lot in the last month, and I'm thankful that we are walking through this digital vortex of learning together. We have rewritten curriculum, expectations, assessment, and met the needs of as many as we are able. We've been a creative team as we problem solve and strategize about ways to reach students in effective ways. And I'm thankful that I've been able to spend the last 3 years at Shawnee Mission East developing my craft, and thankful to these dedicated teachers for being a part of that growing and stretching process. I'm better for it. And she says an extra shout out to Adam for choosing to share office hours with me by tag teaming on Zoom. It's fun to chat, she says, but I think the kids enjoy it too. Teaching is better as a team anyway. So thank you, Adam, Liz, and Rachel, for your outstanding work and teamwork. And Elena, thank you for your work on the team and nominating your fellow colleagues for this important Sunflower Award recognition. And last, we go to Erica Jackson in ELA, nominated by fellow colleague Michelle Abshire. She says of Erica, while teaching Romeo and Juliet to freshmen could be a catastrophe, somehow Erica Jackson and I have had several freshman honors students join our Zoom readings and discussions over the acts. Erica and I talk often, and I appreciate Erica's willingness to talk, text, and email at all hours of the day and night so that we can plan this online learning together. So thank you, Erica, for that work. Thank you for your teamwork. And Michelle, thank you for nominating your colleague to support the important work we do as in our Lancer community. And that's it for our Sunflower Award for April of 2020. We got one more round of this in May, so keep those in mind. But really, thank you to everybody for doing this important work. It's tough. It's hard. It's nothing that anybody is used to. But I would not want to be doing this with any other staff. And I appreciate all of the leadership you put into this continuous learning environment. It has made Shawnee Mission East, our students, and the Lancer community at large really a great place. It's an example for us all. Thank you, and see you next time.